In today's video, we're going to be going over Southpaw Tactics. What you want to do and what you want to avoid doing so you don't end up like this. So we'll go over some of the basic tactics, the do's and don'ts, and we'll go over some of my favorite combinations that you can use to dominate your opponent when fighting an open stance. So before we get into the actual combinations, we're going to go over just some basic things you need to know that you're going to go Southpaw if you're fighting a Southpaw. So you can say Orthodox. So most people know this one already, but it's always bears repeating. If I'm going against someone, we're just going to call it open stance for now because it works both ways for either one of us. Is you generally want to get your lead foot to the outside. This is getting me away from his power shots. It allows me to line up my power shots towards his chin, his center line here, okay? So whether it's my uppercut or I'm stepping with my elbow, I'm more likely to land my power shots than he is to land his. So generally speaking, you want to get your foot to the outside. If Pete has his lead foot on the outside, he has this advantage. This doesn't mean I can't do anything. I don't want to be here if I don't have to be. I still have my right hand going down the center line. So he's got his right hand, boom, good. I got my right hand. Just that this is his power shot and this is my lead side. So he has the advantage, okay? I still have my jab, I still have my uppercut, I could still step in with an elbow. I still have a few things I could do. If I find myself in this position, instead of just covering up and hoping for the best, I'm gonna use this lead side to get my foot to the outside. And then from there, I can go with the power shots. So just because your foot's here doesn't mean you can't do anything. It's just definitely not ideal. Okay, so that being said, let's get into the actual combinations. Best tip I got for combinations from your Southpaw or fighting open stance is lead hand, rear leg. I got that tip from Gabriel Varga. So because I am a wrong paw right now, I mean this is my dominant hand, my right hand's in front of me, my jab's gonna be pretty good, my right hook's gonna be pretty good, my right uppercut's gonna be pretty good from here. My left shot, which should be my power shot if I was left-handed, this is gonna feel a little bit awkward for most people when they first do it. It takes a lot of practice to get comfortable throwing power shots from your non-dominant side. So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna be mostly using my lead hand and my rear leg. My left leg is a pretty strong kick. I would say it's equal to, maybe even a little bit better than my right kick. So my lead hand to measure my distance, keeping him away from me. It also allows me to put my weight on my right foot while I circle away from his power. Okay? From here, left body kick, boom. I can go to his liver, I go up high to the head, boom. Because this is his power shot, I can also just be kicking his shoulder and his wrist a few times to do some damage to his arm. He's gonna be a little bit less likely to be able to hit me back with good power shots later on. So I can kind of wear him down with that a little bit. Of course, it can also go to the leg. Just be very careful. If you do not set this up right and he sees it coming, all he has to do is turn his knee in and you're gonna be getting some damage. If you watch the Anderson Silva versus Weidman fight, Anderson was Southpaw, he just threw a kick without setting up, the knee went in and the shin broke. Easy for them to do a lot of damage to you if you don't set up right. What I prefer is to actually scoop their leg. So I use my foot, I go toes up and I go by the ankle to get them off balance. I feel it's a little less risky. Of course, if I know I can land a kick, I'm gonna go for it. But that little push works really well. And it's less risky to me. The other nice thing is once you get your lead foot to the outside, your lead hook becomes a lot more available. So once I'm here, I can get around Pete's guard a lot easier and land those shots. Where for him to throw that same hook is a little bit harder because my angle of my body is further away. It's hard for him to get around. Not impossible, it's not like you're totally safe 100%, but I just have that advantage. So I could go 1, 2, and then here. And notice my footwork, I'm stepping out to my right 45 degrees on that 1, 2. There's my cross, my hook comes around pretty easily from there. So whenever possible, use that lead hand to get to a better position and then your power shots will land better too. Another one you can do, and be careful with this in sparring with your sparring partners, is using your teep. Okay, don't teep your partner's knees, no one likes that. You're a professional, that's a different story. For most people, you want to go up on the thigh, okay? You can also go to the hip a little bit. And this again just allows me to kind of here, boom, and get my foot to the outside where I can now land those power shots. So let's go through the most basic combos. We're gonna go 1, body. Now here, please. 1 leg, if you set it up properly. 1 leg. Those alone are gonna work really well for you. As I get a little bit closer, I'm gonna be using my lead hand still with my hook. Hook, now I'm gonna go knee. Boom, that knee up the body. Again, hook, knee up the body. Hook, rear uppercut. Again, get my foot to the outside, there's my uppercut. Okay, so lead hand, just like everything else, is gonna set your power shots really nice. So another one too is once you get your foot to the outside, you can also sweep this way as well. So I can throw my 1, 2, Pete's got a nice tight guard. I'm just gonna get my foot just nice and close with his foot here, 1, 2, and use that to get him off balance. So again, very simple combinations. But you don't need to do big, like 10 punch combos in Southpaw. Keep it simple and keep it to the most effective strikes that you have. And of course, just the basics work very well as well, right? So we got jab, cross hook, up, up, up. There's my right kick to the back leg. I go live with that one here, boom. So all the basic combos that you would do as Orthodox can work well as long as you have your foot to the outside. And if you want to get good fighting in open stance, I highly suggest watching good Southpaws fight. Petch Pomerang, Sittachai sits on Pinong. Those are both guys who both have a Muay Thai and kickboxing background. They're both Southpaw, and you can watch how they use their left leg a lot to shut down their opponent. Giorgio Petrosian, another great Southpaw to watch. Senchai, he's a little bit more flashy, but he's got some really good basic techniques that also work really well. Talonchai is a great Southpaw to watch as well. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit like if you liked it, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and train hard, train smart, train safe. We'll see you guys in the next video.